now in the city of Ambon, the capital of the Spice Islands. It's filled with color, horns, and delicious street food.
After our stay in Sleepy Banda, the streets of Ambon were insane. It was like being thrown into a blender with 3,000 other people, all trying to go somewhere at the same time.
So today has been a very eventful day. We got our checkout papers sorted from the harbor master, and our tour guide Abba's been taking us around. We just got to the market where we'll buy some fresh produce for our trip to Raja Ampat, and we should be leaving sometime tomorrow. Very hot here, sweating, not to mention the spicy bok soy I had earlier. The street food in Ambon is really good, but very spicy. You can tell by my sweat. But we got a Coke and a delicious meal for about $1.50. Hot one, but good.
So we were off into the wilds of the Ambon street markets. Our mission? Stock Delos with enough fresh fruits and veggies to last for about 3 weeks.
This is sirsak. So what's up? Look at the chicken and the colorful of that one. This is how they sell for the kids.
The market was really intense but well stocked. The only problem? Dozens of different vendors, all selling the same thing. Our game plan was simple. Send Abba in first to get the price. Once the price was set, we'd wander up and sell the score. That was really the only way to avoid a foreigner price, which could be the double of what a local would pay.
It's like a maze. Never have we seen bigger bananas than we have in Ambon. Reminds me a lot of myself.
As the day went on, we got brave and even bargained a few deals ourselves.
50 cents for a coconut that back in New Zealand is like $5 for stuff.
Yeah.
So good.
Fresh fish of Ambon, caught right at the back door. Smell, very pungent.
So refrigerators and ices don't really exist here. Imagine years and years of juices combined under this tropical sun to produce a new kind of aroma that you didn't think was possible. No meat or fish for us, please. Just the veggies.
Mission accomplished.
That was a mission. That was fun though.
So how did everybody do?
Oh my god, we just got everything though. It's gonna last us 3 weeks. We've got eggplant, eggs, crazy, water spinach,
Carrots,
tomatoes,
shallots,
cucumbers.
The best thing? Ketchup mayonnaise.
ketchup anise, and we scored on some. On the what?
These little minibuses are pretty cool. If there's room, you can just hop on and hope that it takes you in the right direction. They're cheaper than taxis and it's never a dull ride.
Hello?
Hey, mister! Hello!
So we just went to the market in Ambon, and the fruit and vegetables have lots of bugs and nasties and dirt and everything in them, so it's a pretty big process. We have to, from the market, we have to put everything in the dinghy, come back to the boat, unload, and then we pretty much shove it all in a big bucket with water and a tiny bit of bleach just to kill the bugs and everything, and then give them a freshwater rinse, and then try and store them so that we use as much sufficient space as possible. And I'm just cutting off the tops of these bad carrots here.
Go on a fuel run. Get some diesel and hopefully some benzene for the old dinghy here. Our neighborhood petrol station. Which is a bit sketchy, but diesel's cheap, looks good.
Gotta go through some alleyways here. Get to the back room of the diesel. Hello.
Drinking water.
Yeah.
Good. Water red, color red.
Oh, okay. Water very bad for the boat.
Mix. No red, no water.
Oh yeah.
Water. Red.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. So it's pretty tough to get fuel outside of Australia. We happen to find these lovely gentlemen that will help us.
The business orders police.
Yeah.
Yeah, small problem.
They're even kind enough to check to make sure the fuel doesn't have water in it. I came back here, okay? It's okay? Yeah. Hello.
Since the bombing in Bali a few years ago, it's now illegal to carry diesel in plastic jugs. But since we can't take Delos to the petrol station on land, we were forced to buy diesel on the grey market. We're sure some of the 20% markup goes to pay off the police that are on the dock just next door. It's still cheap though, at about 65 cents per litre, less than half the pump price we paid in Australia.
Old mate hanging around the boat acting like he's fishing, watching this. Hello, mister!
Trying to work our arms here, our back.
Get it, Rama.
I can't.
The other blue one over there?
I'm busy.
I'm doing important thing.
And you, Brady, what did you think about? I also
have the Ring of Fire.
The Ring of Fire. Indonesian Odyssey, Ring of Fire.
What is it?
Ring of Fire?
Fire.
Ring of Fire.
Too spicy for my tummy.
Pretty intense city though.
But crazy. Crazy busy, too busy. Time to get somewhere calm and quiet.
What an amazing time in Ambon. Friendly people, beautiful markets. But it's time to move on. Heading to Raja Ampat.
Up next, Delos finally arrives in Raja Ampat. Does some awesome diving, and party with the locals.
Waiting for the rose to color clearly.
Welcome to the Ambon markets. Let's go get something to eat.